Hello, how are you doing? How's it going today? This afternoon, this evening, this morning? Getting closer to afternoon or noon at the time in which I am recording this. It will be a little while before I upload it, so because I am not allowed, because I don't have enough subscribers to do a live feed or a live stream from my cell phone. I'm hoping to get a pizza later today, not that I need it, because I ate a bunch of candy. Whatever the Chewy Jolly Rancher, kind of like Now and Laters. I really don't need to eat anything for based on how many I had, calorie intake, sugar, stuff I don't really need. I probably don't need to eat for another week. Burn that off somehow. Unless, yeah, that would work. I'd have to ride a bicycle for like 50 miles or something. Do a lot of walking. Oh, this is the HARPO MARX shirt I was talking about that I had airbrushed. I'm not sure how well you can see that. I hope you can see it very well. Or saw it very well. It was like 1992, 94, maybe 96. May have been an odd year, 95 or 93. I'm not really sure at this point. Well, I think I was living at my grandmother's when I got it. She passed away in 1996 or 1998. I cannot remember. It has been a while. So that's why I figured 95. So if she passed away in 98, then it could have been 96. But I'm thinking it was before then, due to the fact that I was in Safe Rides while I was wearing this shirt. Safe Rides is a for like people who've been drinking or people who don't want to ride with somebody who's been drinking and they refuse to give up their car to be driven home. But that's what it was. It was it's something like that, to where it's like they can call us, no questions asked, except your name and where they're going to. Now with Uber, and at least that's what seems to be a popular thing, that's probably what people would call, or a cab. But we were, small town in which I was from, or I was living in at the time, wouldn't really have a cab company available. Kids used to ride their bicycles, walk. Then the curfew made sure younger kids weren't out. Nothing really open late. Well, the drive-through, fast food drive-through, whatever, gas stations. I miss those days. I'd mentioned in a previous video about the girl I had a crush on when I was in kindergarten or first grade. My brother and I had a conversation way back. Not way back, but I want to say it was just after I moved in. So you figured within the last 15 years. We had a conversation about how our lives would be different now had we stayed up in that town instead of moving. Because after my mother, it was a bad situation. Whether or not it was her fault or she was an instigator in the bad situation, I don't know. Thing is, it was a bad situation, so she packed up. We packed up our stuff and we left. We moved. My brother and I had the conversation about, how different our lives would be had we stayed up there. I don't think we went into too much detail. I'd probably know more about auto repair. With the distance, because anything nearby, it was like open land, just trees, woods, hunting cabins. I mean, no real big business was in town. Gas stations, bars. Wasn't any fast foods really. You figure most of those were like 20 miles away. So it'd be like driving 20, 30 miles to get to the fast food place if it was a job. You'd be spending most of the money on fuel, auto repair for all the amount of driving we'd do. Yeah, we didn't go into too much detail about it. We just... It's hot in here. I need some fan on. I'm in my car because why not? Yeah, I'm not sure how different my life would actually be. In this current situation right now that I am in, I do not smoke cigarettes. I do not drink alcohol. I don't smoke cigars, pipes, tobacco of any kind. So it's like, had I stayed up there, would I? I don't know. I know it doesn't interest me, but that doesn't mean had I stayed up there, you know. I'm wondering if I would have dated the girl I had a crush on. I mean, we'd get older and whatnot, and probably would have. That arm's falling asleep. Am I still going? I think I am. Give me a second. Oh yeah, I'm still going. Okay. Trying to check in the mirror, and all I'm seeing is like 5 minutes, and I'm like, that's not right. 9 minutes, going on 10 minutes now. I don't know. I'm not very outgoing. I wasn't when I was a kid. We moved. I wasn't really outgoing up there. I didn't make friends easily. I don't think I still do. I have a couple of people close. It's like, we chat, we joke, you know, type of thing. You figure I just started the second grade, and then we moved. That's when we moved. Let's talk about something cheerful. Views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. Hi, how you doing? The Marx Brothers. HARPO. Real name, I believe, was Adolf, but they called him Arthur due to the fact that at the time Hitler was doing his thing. So he changed his name. I don't know if it was legally, but to Arthur. The scene on the episode of Live, use your words, man. In the episode of I Love Lucy that Harpo appears on, he had to learn how to do the dance or the mirror gag from the other side, because it was Groucho who was in his scene, was in that position in the movie. And he doesn't say anything on the episode, but he had to learn the whole thing from the other side, because he was in the mirror, and then Chico was the one that got caught. That was in the movie. On the show, but yeah, I Love Lucy. It was in his book, Harpo Speaks. He wrote about it, along with, somebody co-wrote it with Harpo. I'm not sure. I saw the book recently, but it's been a couple of weeks. So recently, not real recent, but so I can't recall. I'm sure you could look it up online if you wanted to check it out. But yeah, the Marx Brothers. I didn't understand a lot of the jokes, but I thought they were funnier than the Three Stooges. I know, blasphemy. Don't say that. Oh. But with the Three Stooges, it was more like slapstick. Hey, you knucklehead. My Stradivarius. No. Oh, wise guy, eh? With the Marx Brothers, it was more of a thinking man's comedy type thing. Sorry, I'm looking off over this way, so I'm not like staring directly at the camera going, hey, yeah, hey. Not that I talk like that all the time, some of the time. Ooh, am I at my apartments? Couldn't tell if that was somebody's car stereo or their muffler. It's like the whole building ground was just horrified. Well, I'm not sure how long it's been, but I am getting extremely warm in this car. I have the windows cracked, open, so some kind of airflow. My driver's side and the back seat driver's side, I probably could open the back if I used that control. Never thought about that. That's not true. I thought about it once, but I was like, gee, I wonder if it would work if I pushed that. That's as far as I went with it. I never actually tested that theory. At the time of this recording, it is currently going on 10:30 a.m. on August 9th, 2020. I am hoping to stay awake for another hour and a half to 4 hours because it's my day off. I don't have to go into work tonight. I would like to get a pizza. Cavoni's is my favorite here in town. You figure the Sir Pizza that used to be here is closed. The Sir Pizza on the other side of town, last I knew, was open randomly. It's like, oh, today's a day, I think I'll open. So it's just one of those, I don't know. But Cavoni's, which is kind of like a Mancino's. I'm not putting either of them down in that respect, but Cavoni's is pretty good. Sorry, I thought I touched the screen twice and I wasn't sure if I stopped it. It would have been silly, huh? I was about to admit to something, and I don't think I really want to admit to that. I mean, a certain thing that happened, it happens in most people's lives. It's how babies are made. But I was going to say how long it's been. Too long. But I'm not looking for that at this point in my life. I'm looking for a deeper relationship, something that actually feels like it's there. You know, in a previous video I was talking about the connection. We all want that connection. The girl in which I had a crush on way back when in kindergarten and first grade, when I was in kindergarten and first grade, she's married, has 2 children that I know of, and I had thought of her either before or after the auto accident I was in. November 10th, 1989, Friday. I was a passenger. We were traveling a little too fast on a freshly graveled dirt road. I have a picture on my Facebook page of the car. We hit a tree. Well, the car hit the tree. I had my seatbelt on. He had his seatbelt on. And it was at the front panel, right where it hits the passenger door, kind of right there, is where it hit, which was on where I was sitting in the Dodge Colt. And I'm thinking at some point, because of that, I thought of her. I don't know why. But I don't know if it was before or after the accident that I had been thinking about her. I think it was before. I don't remember. You figure 1989, doing the math, was 31 years ago. 31? Carry the 1, 8, 3 is 11, plus the 1. Yeah. No. Yeah, 31. I was 19. I had just turned 19. About 2 weeks prior, roughly. Can you see the scar? The test the doctor's hospital, whatever, ran concluded I had internal bleeding. So they did an exploratory to find the internal bleeding, and there wasn't any. I had a collapsed lung, so I had a tube stuck in a thing in a side. I woke up 3 times that I recall, not counting the time where it's like, hey, can I go home now? But it was like 3 times during it. My niece, I think my oldest niece, was watching the Flintstones, and it was at the scene where Fred runs past the couch, the window in the tree, the couch, the window in the tree, the couch, the window in the tree. I woke up, I said, turn that crap off, and I was out. I woke up to somebody snoring in the chair because they were sleeping, so they were snoring. I was like, what? Something. I don't know if I said how rude or something, but it was before Full House, so that, I think it was before Full House. Possibly. But I think I said how rude. I don't know. I'm not sure which order this actually all took place, but the third time was when they ripped the tape off, or the doctor ripped the tape off to remove the tube. I was like, ow, that hurt. And I was back out. Yeah, everybody wants to hear your bum, 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 bum. I don't know if you could hear that. I could hear it. I could feel it. I'm not even outside my apartment, and that's what I hear. There's people outside an apartment parked under the carport with the echo and everything. Just makes it help. Just another reason I want to move. Many reasons I want to move. And certain reasons I can't, financially speaking. Well, I'm getting old, hot, and sticky. It's so sweaty in here. Yeah, even with those 2 windows cracked, it's hot in here. So you figure if anyone leaves anybody in the car, they're an idiot. If you need to put your shoe in the back to remember that you have a kid back there in the car seat, you're an idiot. You have a kid in the car seat. You put the kid in the car seat, yeah. If you have a cat, dog in the car, just don't leave them in the car. Unless you have enough, like 4 of the windows like cracked open so a wind gets through, and make sure you give them water or something so they're not like, because it's. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day or a good evening, morning, night, stuff. Thanks again for watching. Did I just say that? You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself. Oh, really? Well, again, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a pleasant day. Take care.